Hi coloring friends and welcome back to my channel. Today it's time to share with you my coloring plans for the next 3 months. I have switched to a quarterly bag because it just suits my speed of coloring a bit more. I just want to have a small selection that I can choose from, a little bit of variety, and usually I stick to pages or books that I have chosen for quite a while because actually for every single book that is in here I have an idea, so maybe a color scheme or some supplies that I want to try there. So I'm actually very drawn to this selection, and therefore it will keep me busy and happy for more than 1 month. And yeah, so let's jump right in. I want to start with my whips that I will bring in this quarter now, and I just chose a little selection of PDF whips that I have here. In the books there will also be some whips, but let's start with this Mariola Boudek image here. On this image I already had a video for this red hair color combination with a different light fast, and I also filmed how I did her skin. Jasmine, I'm very sorry. As you can see, I still have the bone uncolored because I was thinking of you. I definitely want to film this, and but yeah, as you can see, it will take some time. But I will do it, I promise you. So this image will go with me into the next quarter. So then I have this Mystic Art Mirrors page from my Valentine's Color Zone. I had started it there. The skin I have also filmed, so this video will also come in the next couple of weeks, so to speak. And I also want to continue to film this, at least her hair, because I plan to do some kind of an ombre hair here. And yeah, so this is another whip. Then I finally want to finish this whip. This one is a long-standing whip. Whip is a short form for work in progress, so a started page. This is a started page that I need to finish, and I would love to finish it this quarter. So then I also have another long time work in progress, and it is this image by Rain Coloring. And yeah, this is another one that I would like to finish. It's not a whole lot to do here, so if I would just take some time, I could finish this one on one day, actually. And that's something that I really want to do. So I always try to get done with at least a few started pages. It also helps me to accomplish more finished pages. And then I also have this, a long-standing whip on which I actually only tried a color combination by Sal, Coloring with Soul. I noted it down, that's good. It's a beautiful color combination with polychromos, and it's like a reddish, brownish hair. And yeah, I just love this color combination. The red-violet is the prominent color in this, and it looks so good. So as we are heading to Mermaid in this quarter, so I really wanna try to finish this image then. And these are no whips, but also 2 more pages by Jana Proserina, and this is another, both are actually mermaid images, and this one I really love. It's called Ilona, and yeah, I have my color scheme in my head. She should become like a turquoise bluish hair color, and I really would like to color this image. And this one was a freebie page from her Facebook group, and I think this cute style is also very lovely. And by the way, she is working also on some more mermaid images, so I think she said in a cute style, so I'm curious for which project this will be. So, and now let's actually get to this bag and take a look inside. As you can see, it is quite full, but when we consider that this is for 3 months instead of just 1, I think this is actually not too bad, and it's a quite contained selection here. So yeah, I would like you to see a little bit the back here, because I really like how people are pulling from the back the books. but I might zoom you in a moment because, and I have my selection in some categories this time, and we will start with my 10 books to finish. I will link my video for my update in the corner and in the info box below, so you can check it out if you're interested or you don't know what this is. This is a project where some of us YouTubers have chosen 10 books, some have chosen less books that they want to try to complete this year or someday. I will do someday, of course, but this is one of my 10 books, and this is the page that I have chosen. The book is by Emmanuel Collin, her Coloriage World 3, and I did show this image last month already, and as you can see, I didn't come to it, but I still feel very strongly about this and really want to get done with it. Then I also have the Coloriage World 6. This is also a book by Emmanuel Collin, and in this book we have like a maritime scene. So, yeah, of course, those little portraits of those little girls, which are so lovely. And then some maritime subjects like those clownfishes here, for example. And yeah, this is just very beautiful. I love them all, I think. This one is also very beautiful. We could practice another time a darker skin tone for it. And I think, but this is the one that I would love to do. So this is actually the one that I chose for me, that I would like to tackle in the next 3 months. I think in May, predominantly. And then let's continue. Another one of my 10 books is the Color and Chicks Fantasy Fairy Portraits. And yeah, here's, by the way, the image that I had the started page that I have shown you earlier. And I also started, yeah, another page for my Valentine's Color is On. It was this image. I have actually only marker based it, but I really want to finish it. I just hadn't had the time, but I really love this image and really would like to get done with it. And another page that I, yeah, would love to tackle is actually this cutie here. Whoopsala. Let me zoom you in a little bit for it. So this is one page that I very much love with those bees up here, and yeah, she looks very cute. So this is one of the images that I feel very strongly for. So then I've got this printable PDF book. This is My Little Mermaids by Mariola Boudek. This is a book with 9 images of cute mermaids. And yeah, I have chosen quite a few books for mermaid actually. I also have, oh, where's the other one? I also have 2 whips in this book. And of course, I would like to finish one of those, at least one of those. Both would be better, but we will see, because I absolutely want to start a new page from this book as well, because I just love to start new pages. And this is Fairy and Fantasy by Christine Karen. And this was the first one. And yeah, I have a started page in this book as well, which I had continued in the first quarter. And yeah, definitely want to finish this one in this quarter. This would fit also for mermaid, I think. And then there are also some other pages in this book that I would love to do, like this one with the unicorn, or this one with the dragon is so cute. And I want to try to color a little bit more in the book, because usually I love to color the printed pages, because I just have a little bit more freedom. This is another page that I would like to color directly in the book. And yeah, so I try to find a good balance between printing Christine Karen pages and coloring some in the book. And this is the Fairy and Fantasy 3, also by Christine Karen. And yeah, this was the page that I had finished last quarter. I had shown it in my completed pages video 2 days ago. This was the other one. And I have marked one. So I really would like to color this little fairy here. I really feel for her fairy pages at the moment. Those are very cute. There's also one at the start. This one I would also love to do. And then other pages that I'm feeling strongly for at the moment are those spring-like portraits here, where we have those flowers. This is the one from the title page. And yeah, this is one that I also would love to color. And there was one with, oh, it wasn't this one, with those, with those daffodils here. Yeah, this is another one that I would love to color. So I have plenty of images that I would love to color. So obviously I would love to color all of Christine Karen's images. That's why I have 2 of her books in my 10 books to finish. And the other one from my 10 books is also A Fairy Lives in Every Garden by Destiny Lauritsen. This is also one that I very much love. I have, this little fairy started here. So this one I want to finish. And then I really would like to color something like this title page here. Because for me it looks very spring-like, and yeah, that would be just a lot of fun. I also have a started page in here that I would love to finish. And yeah, she has so many beautiful fairies with flowers that would fit the season very well. And this is a started image that I also would love to finally get finished with. So, and that was all for my 10 books. It is quite enough. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of my 10 books to finish, I have chosen 7 books here in this bag. And now we come to some PDF images, because I also always have some PDF pages that I want to color that I tend to forget about. I will just zoom you in a little bit so that the page is maybe not completely on the screen. So, and this page here is by Fabiana Trere, and for me this page would also fit perfectly for Mermaid with those frog. I really love this frog here. I love the plants here, sea roses, and for her I would like to give her some kind of a grayish bluish tinted color, because this looks a little bit like stone, a bit. So very interesting image, I think. And I wanted to color this one last year but didn't came to it. So this image is on my priority list, I would say. Really want to get to this one this year, this season. Then of course Christine Image also brings out constantly new images that I love. And one of those is Melody. And this page is absolutely for me. I adore it, and therefore I also have this one printed here, so that hopefully I will find the time to color this one. I also feel strongly for Mariola Budek images at the moment, but not only the cute ones. I have the Little Mermaid one with those little cute images, but I absolutely adore her woman. And by the way, she gave birth to a little, I think it is a baby girl, huh? Yeah, therefore she wasn't that active with creating. That's a very good reason, and I wish her all the best for this new part in her life. However, I have chosen this image. It looks absolutely adorable, so hopefully I will find the time for this one here. Then Anis Guerrero is also one of those artists that I very much love, and on this image there's this beautiful dress here that I would like to do a video on, a bit like, how to do glittery dresses or another type of embellishment video maybe. We will just see what I will come up with, but would like to do one from Anis Guerrero. I'm a patron of her, and I color way too little, from her actually. this image is another page that I get. This image was another Patreon reward, and this one was from Jemaica. Jemaica is an artist, and she is not giving coloring pages every month, so I won't link her Patreon page, but I will link her Etsy shop because she has a book. It's not only mermaids, it's different different topics, but I absolutely love her style and really would love to get done with one of her images. I could do one from her book, which I love, but as this one was a recent reward, I thought I need some mermaids, so I would love to go for this one. And I have an idea for the background. Want to do some galaxy type of background, and okay, then this image is from Mystic Art Mirrors from her Fairy Tales book. This was the grayscale edition. She also has a line art version out there at the moment. Originally, I wanted to do something from her mermaid book, but to be honest, I don't feel it at the moment. I really would like to do something from her Fairy Tales book, and therefore, I thought, the next quarter is not only mermaids, so I can also color some other topics, for example, fairies. And so I chose this image, and this I wanted to do as a color along. So let me know if you would be interested in seeing this as a color along. Not quite sure, but so this one. Then this image is from Selena Fennick from her book Mermaid Companions, and I wanted to do one of those images. I got this book as a PDF printable version because it will just save me some space, and the thing with the paper and the freedom to move it in all the different directions is just so much fun to work on. On this one I plan to do quite a bit of mixed media. Actually, I want to do some very like those shimmer paints. I think I just have a clear vision of what I want to do with this page. So, and there is this beautiful rainbow in the background that we could do very colorful, maybe also with some shimmer paints. And that, and on the tail we could do with shimmer paints. So I think that would be a lot of fun. And so this is on the list, and I most probably would get to this one. Then I've got this page. This is Steampunk Young by Daria Sakisoi, and I know I butchered the names, but I'm sorry. I still will call them out the way I think, the way I read them. So okay, and this is this beautiful steampunk lady. And the first second that I saw this image, I knew this one I will color very soon. So this one I think will be a must-do on my coloring to-do list for the next quarter. And on this one I also will do mixed medias. I will do some Derwent Inktones on the clothes of her. This will speed up the process for me. And I'm getting really into Derwent Inktones pencils at the moment because it's just so much fun to use them. They are beautiful. They speed up the process, and when you go over with pencil, it's so much fun. Really, so much fun. So this one I think will be one that I will definitely do. Actually, I have for all the images a strong vision. That's a problem actually that I have, because I would love to color them all. Another one by Daria Sakisoi. This is maybe her newest one at the moment that I'm filming this. When you see the video next week, it might be not the newest one actually. So this one is called Carousel, and I have printed it on this mixed media 10 paper by, I don't know. And I just wanted to try out this paper, and therefore I have printed one of my favorite artists to color, because I will hope that I will do it. And I've printed it both sides because this paper has a smoother side on the background. This paper has a smoother side on the back side and a more textured one on the side that is actually the one to use. But I will try both sides for me. And then, because it's Easter in April, I also printed this Easter page. I really love this bunny. This page is by Digital Morning. And here's another Easter page. This one is by Renata Berta Art. And this one is very cute. I love the daffodils. I love the bunny. I think this is one that I really want to do for Easter. Yeah, I think this one I will do. And now I will just show you some more pages from artists. So these two images are by Renata Berta Art. I have just discovered her for me, and I love some of her image really a lot. I mean, look at this with the tiger and this with the hummingbirds. Absolutely adore those images. I don't think that I will get to them, to be honest, but I have them to choose from, and we will see. And then Lana Green Art is also an artist that gets more and more interesting for me, to be honest. I will zoom you out maybe a little bit. So, and these are some of her more recent images. This looks very spring-like to me, so yeah, I would love to color it, but I don't think that I might get to it. Also, this one with all those flowers would fit so perfectly for this season, so it might be that I at least start to color those flowers here. And it could be so colorful. I saw colored version of this image and they were absolutely stunning. Absolutely loved them. And then this one for Sweet Tooth. And this image here is by Rena Coloring Books 2020. This is, I think, maybe the first image that I saw from her. But yeah, this was the one that got me. And I still really would love to color this one here. So we will see. So that was everything for the PDFs. That always takes a little bit of time because, yeah, there are so many. I have to tell you the names. And now we come to the category new books. So I also have, of course, a few new books that I would like to share and that I would like to color in the next season. And the first one that I'm sharing is Beauties in Fairyland by Coco Wyo. And I have to say that I will start from the back side. It's easier for me to flip it. That Coco Wyo often... Wait. And I really have to say that Coco Wyo sometimes has some very beautiful books that I really like. Obviously not all of them, because they really bring a very big variety of different books. This is brand new, so it's still the spine is not broken. I'm trying to give you a little bit of a flip. I haven't decided actually which page I would color, but this is one that I'm very much drawn to. I'm very much attracted by this one here. I really like the ones with the black background. I don't know. And yeah, for this one I have a strong vision how it could look. And I want to give her some shimmery paints on her dress here. That could be really fun. So this is one that I would like to go for. And there was another one that I thought, this one is awesome. This one I don't like, to be honest. It's something different, to be honest, but not for me so much. Yeah, this one. This is the other one that I would like to go for because of the flowers, because of the dress. I think the dress could be very sparkly. Yeah, very beautiful. Another one of my favorites, I think. And there was one portrait, this one. This is from the title page, actually. Yeah. And yeah, this is, I think, the one that sold this book for me. I mean, this is Create Space paper. I'm not quite sure how good it would work to color this page here. Maybe I will try to scan it first before I ruin it. But yeah, I just had to have it. And yeah, but that's also the reason why I want to start with some of those smaller ladies here, or smaller fairies, to just try out the paper. And this is the other one that I absolutely adore and would consider to start this book with. So yeah, quite a few images in this book that I would like to color. Yeah, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have bought it. And now we come to a book. I will zoom you in. Yeah. Now we are coming to a book that I only own as a PDF book, unfortunately. This book is also available as a printable book. But I think you can only buy it on the website of the artist. The artist is Lydia Fenwick, and the book is called Sea to Sky, an astrological art and coloring book. And I don't know if I have seen this book on YouTube. Not so often, I think. I think the printed book is 12 by 12 inches. And I obviously had to scale it down to A4 paper size. So, and I will cut off those edges afterwards when I have colored those images. And yeah, I just show you a few of those images here. This is the welcome page. So Sea to Sky is filled with astrological symbolism from my feminine and nature-inspired artistic perspective. The mystery of the sea, strength of crystals, and so on. I don't want to read it to you, but I have printed a few pages, and the first part of the book, it's divided into 3 parts actually, and the first part is sea, and then she has like, all the astrological signs depicted as mermaids. And yeah, that would just fit perfectly for mermaid, obviously. And I mean, look at this image. I love how she draws her faces. I will zoom you in a little bit more. I just want to show you just clearly. Take a look at those faces and the hair and the scales. I just absolutely adore her drawing style. And therefore, obviously, I had to have this book. The next sign is Virgo. And then we've got this image. Also love this one. Then we've got Capricorn. I only printed a few images, obviously, not the whole book. The book is, the PDF book is 100 pages big, so to speak. I would say like those full illustrations, there are like maybe 40 full illustrations. The rest is like those, those introducing pages. I think it's a double printed book, double-sided book. So one side is always giving you a little bit of introduction for the next sign, and then you've got your full illustration. And so we have all those filler pages, but I mean 40 images is just so good. This is another one of my favorites, and this is actually the one that I think that I might color. I hope to. I would love to get started with this book. Then the next section would be Earth. And for Earth, she has those portrait images here. And for this one, I forgot to print the title, so to speak. So the next image is Leo. And then we've got this portrait here. Then Virgil, obviously I was very attracted by the Virgil images. This is also one that I would love to color. Actually, all the pages that I have printed, I would like to color. So I couldn't print all of them. So I have printed my favorites for now. And but these I really adore. This I can't pronounce, but I love this image. I also love here at the top that there is a frog, sea roses, we have some fishes in here. She's underwater. So this is also one that I really would like to color. The only thing that I don't like is what she did here. I think she should have just drawn, yeah, the full arm. That would be better, I think. And then we come to the next part, and this is sky. And here she has like those astrological star signs, I don't know. And this is Taurus, and yeah, then you get these type of images. I also would love to color one of these. We could do like an universe sky here, then the star sign in it. This Taurus we could color a little bit like, I just have a strong vision, but which I can't describe to you. So I would need to call it to show it to you. Then I've got Leo. Yeah, Leo is also very beautiful, one of my favorites. And then Aquarius. This is the last page that I printed. And yeah, this is this image here. And her hair, is merging into water, into a waterfall. And I think this is very, this is just very creative, and I would love to color some of those images. So this was the Sea and Sky by Lydia Fenwick. And I feel this video is getting too long. I have to zoom you out, of course, So the next new book that I have is Dreamland, and this one is also by Coco Wyo. I think Coco Wyo might be the how to call it, distributing coloring book company that I buy the most at the moment. And in this book, it has also very beautiful images. I love that we have white backgrounds and black backgrounds. That makes it very interesting for me. Gives it a great variety. And there was one image, or two images. Yeah, this is one of the images that I consider to color. I saw an image by Coloring with K from the Circle of Life coloring book, I think. And I was very attracted by it and very inspired. And when I saw this image, I thought, okay, maybe I could do something similar on this page. And then the other one is actually, where is it? This one. So this image, you can see it's actually not a whole lot to color here. But I just think this would be so much fun for a relaxing coloring page, to color the white spots in with markers, and then maybe with glitter gel pens, and then this part I would color with pencil, but everything else I would just do mixed media on, so alcohol markers or water-based markers, then glitter gel pens, or maybe even some shimmer paints, and makes this just very sparkly. And yeah, I think it would pop because of the black background. So I think I will start this book with this image here, actually. Let me know if you want to be part of it. Should I film it when I work on this? But I'm not quite sure, because this for me looks like a really relaxing page. And to put on the camera takes away the relaxing part a little bit. But we can see. If you're interested, let me know. Then I could do that, of course. Then we come to my next and last section of this video, and this is just other books. And yeah, I still really want to work more from Hannah Carlson. And the book that I have started is Magical Dawn. I also love her other books, but this is the one that I'm just very drawn to at the moment. And we have some images in this book that I would like to get to. I need to, So for example, I really want to practice to color light or lighted scenes. So atmospheric scenes. And this page had attracted me the first time I saw it, and I wanted to color it the first time I saw it, but I was a little bit afraid of it. But I think it's time to overcome it and just learn something new and create atmospheric scenes in the dark with light on it. And so this one I really would like to get to. And then of course I also would like to do this one because I think this could be a really nice mixed media page, and I'm very into mixed media at the moment. I also have some whips in here. Oh, I'm looking for the portrait that I also wanted to color because, here it is. I also want to color a portrait by Hannah Carlson this year. This is one of my targets, and I have chosen this portrait here that I would really like to color. So I have several images in this book that I would like to color. I know too many to get them done, but at least one or two maybe. And then I have A Colorless Kingdom by Chris Ortega. And by the way, Chris is working on her second volume or her second coloring book, and I'm very excited for it. I love her drawing style. I just love her art, and I just want to get started with this book. This is actually one of the images that I consider to do because I also wanted to do to use it for a video idea that I had, like how to embellish clothing, sparkly clothing. But we have so many beautiful images in this book. I hope you can actually see them because I'm not too zoomed in. Or maybe let's go in a little bit more. She has portraits and then different scenes here to color, full of fantasy. And so Chris Ortega is on my list. And then this book is Mermaid and Friends by Mystic Art Mirrors. And the reason actually why I have chosen this book is because I saw a video by A Cluttered Life. I will link her channel also in the info box, and she has a very unique style of coloring in this book and in other books. She uses like those water-based markers and creates the most beautiful images with it. This was one that I had finished, and I saw this video. She had this book completed because obviously it is also speeding up the coloring process a bit, and I just wanted to try this technique that she uses, try to make it my own, see what I can do with it, and if it will bring me some fun and will speed up my coloring processes while still be able to creating some beautiful finished pages. And so that's why this book is in my bag this quarter. And then I have two more squared books, and this one is the mythographic book Dream Garden by Fabiana Atanasio. And this book I haven't started, but I really want to. And in these books, this is one that I very much love. So this could be one. So there are actually different images in this book that I would like to get started with. The other one is this, I would say, Treehouse, and I plan to work in this book with Inktense, at least at the base. Not quite sure if I will have to color over, because if you just use enough pigment and some shading, then it also is quite enough to work with Inktense. So this is something that I want to try. I want to play more with Inktense. And yeah, this is one of those books that I would like to work in with Inktense. And the other book is this Mouse Guard book, which I had shown you last month already. I didn't came to it, so I still want to work in this book. This book is absolutely adorable, and this book I also want to work in with Inktense because of those thick lines and the sketchy style. It is actually not that difficult. So when you first see it, you think it makes it more difficult, but it's actually not, because you just need to give a hint of color and it will look fabulous. And that's why, and that is because of the sketchy and thick line art. So don't be afraid of it. Just throw some colors on it and it will look gorgeous. I'm very sure of it. I was also a little bit scared of starting it. I had started it last year, and this was just a lot of fun and quite easy coloring, and I think the result looks nice. It looks very illustrative, like an illustrative style, and yeah, that's all that I want to achieve here. So, and that's all. The bag is empty again, so I hope you enjoyed to see this selection of books. And do you also have plans for the second quarter? Maybe you don't think so far ahead of time. I don't know how to say it. Yeah. You also have maybe the new book by Coco Wyo. What do you think about their new books? Yeah. You have plans for Easter? Let me know of it in the comment section. I love to read your comments. I read them all. I'm not always replying as quickly as I would love to do it, but I try to get back to all of you in the end, at least. So, okay, so that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I will see you in my next video, and I wish you all happy coloring and bye!